Hey there, Chipmunks! Welcome to the AMP Cycling Ride Review Series. I'm your host, Angry Chipmunk, and today we're going to be taking a look at a classic Italian climb, Passo Giau. This route is available on Rouvy, so let's get right into it. Now, this is a rather short ride at only 10.2 kilometers long, but has a steep 689 meters of elevation gain. It does average just 7%, but will max out at a leg-killing 15%. Now, don't let the distance fool you, this one is actually pretty tough. And since this is the climb only, you're going to be needing a very good warm-up, I would say at least 15 to 20 minutes. Don't push too hard, but your legs do need to be ready to go immediately, as there's no meandering through quaint little villages to get things started. There is about 1 kilometer of short descent before you're straight onto the climb. And while it does peak at 15%, the vast majority of it is in that 7 to 9% range. However, there are several extended sections where the gradients don't reach single digits. They appear as dark red on the course profile, so be sure to follow along with your cursor so as not to spend all of your energy too early before you get to them. The best way up is to pace along at a bit less than peak power. It will make those high gradients a little bit easier, and unless you're going for a PB or a Strava segment, there's no real reason to overexert. There are several Strava segments on this ride, however none of them are included on Rouvy. This is considered to be a Cat 1 climb. No one could argue this point, it's pretty steep and pretty tough. The last 1 kilometer is again quite steep, where you'll be seeing those gradients up in the 12 to 15% range. The whole thing is challenging, but the mild gradients just before the ending make it especially difficult, so be sure you save a little bit of energy for it. And the ending here is the summit, so you're also going to be needing a very good cool down. I have a tendency to push harder on these shorter passes, and they can make your legs feel extra tired versus a longer route where you might be taking it a bit easier or have more extended sections with lower gradients. The view on this one is second to none. The scenery of the Dolomites is breathtaking. The route transitions very nicely from summer greens at the base to snow at the top. You come around a corner and it's like you've been transported to a completely different place with the snow-capped mountains and snow-covered fields. The Dolomites are always beautiful, and this route is no different. Well worth forgetting about KOMs to take it easy for a moment and just absorb the natural beauty. And be sure to look out for the napping cows on the side of the road who are throwing some serious side-eye in your direction. This is such a short and difficult route that you're not really going to want or need to refuel during the ride itself. So be sure to pre-fuel with plenty of protein to help sustain your energy levels for the duration. If your sugar levels do start dropping, best to have some fast-acting carbs on hand, such as gummies, mini chocolate bar, a juice box, or a full sugar sports drink. Things that are easily eaten and digested. It's definitely advantageous to follow this one up with a protein drink or a bar, as your muscles will be getting quite a workout. A magnesium supplement is also recommended to help with recovery and prevent cramping. Overall, this is a beautiful ride, but quite difficult. I would definitely be recommending that you give this one a go. It's best suited to those who are climbing enthusiasts already and can quickly judge how to pace up the climb. I wouldn't be recommending for those just starting out in climbs, despite the short distance. The gradients can be pretty grueling, so a few transitionary climbs of longer distance but a similar elevation gain would be advantageous if you're just starting out with climbs. I'm not very fast or strong, so this ride took me about 1 hour to complete at 100% difficulty emulation. I would say, depending on how strong you are, to budget 30 minutes to an hour and a half for this ride. And due to wanting a good warm-up and good cool-down, it's not very time restraint friendly. For this ride, I would be giving this route a 5 of 5. Any pass through the Dolomites is going to be fantastic, and they picked a perfect time of year to film it so you can see that transition from spring to winter along the road. The climb, 4.75 of 5. This is a tough one, but well worth the effort. View, 6 of 5 as always. Mountains are the most beautiful rides out there, and I can't wait to do this one for real and be amongst this amazing landscape. And overall, 5 of 5. Definitely put this one in your ride queue. Well, thanks for watching, Chipmunks, and let me know in a comment what you think of Passo Giau when you've completed it, and also let me know when you've found those cows. That's it for this review, so please enjoy the rest of the ride, and I'll see you next week for another ride on, Chipmunks, ride on.